Hi guys, it's Abe Kashwagi. Got a good question from one of my clients today. She's doing a conference, probably around 200 to 300 attendees, and she was trying to find a way where if somebody was trying to register, they could click on a link and then they could select how many attendees they were registering. Now, this was important to her, um, as well as a lot of people who are actually doing these conferences, is because once a person registers information about one of the attendees, because oftentimes the person who's actually paying for the registrants to attend the conference is a secretary, somebody who is actually just registering the rest of the people in their company. So they're registering for attendees, and they need to be able to have them fill out each contact or each attendee and then be able to pay for those 4. All right, not giving them any more forms than the 4 that they want, or the 3 attendees that they want, or the 2 attendees, right? So how do you do this? And there are a lot of solutions, but I'm going to show you how I did it for our international conference. So I own a company with my brothers, and it's called KSM Incorporated. And you're going to see this is what the campaign looks like. So how we solve for it is we built an Infusionsoft hosted landing page, and I'll actually go back one step further. This is a site. So the conference is already passed. The next conference is in 2019. So you can see that it's all coming soon here. All right, but we wanted it that if they clicked on group right here, right, they would give them a chance to say 2 attendees, 3, 4, and 5, and then whatever they select, it will then take them to a form, or 3 forms if they select 3 attendees. It will take them to 3 forms where they could put in the information for each attendee and then check out. So this is how we did it. Inside of the campaign, you'll notice over here is a number of attending. So this is a landing page. I'm going to open up the landing page so you can take a look at what that landing page looks like. Okay, very simple. Best value conference, how many attendees are you registering? This is an Infusionsoft hosted, doesn't matter, right? Because they were on our site and now they're clicking, they know they're registering with us. So let's say they select 3 attendees here. This is a custom field that we put on the record, right? This is a custom field that they can select by. So if I'm inside of here, you're going to see that in this landing page, this is a custom field. How many attendees? Now we need to make it so that the thank you page is going to a thank you page, or registering 3 attendees if they select 3, or registering 4 attendees if they select 4. So what we have here is on the thank you page, a weird URL. We call this a smart link, and we're using PlusThis for this. We found it easy to use them, but I think Novak Solutions has one. My Fusion Helper might have some sort of smart link too, but we prefer, we just use PlusThis. Okay, and this, now I'm going to show you something really cool. I'm going to go over to PlusThis and actually, sorry, get over my own words. Okay, so this is what the Smart Link Creator in PlusThis looks like. You can see each of these URLs is a little different. You can tell by the very end, EA52, 2823, these are all different. So based upon that field right here, how many attendees, right? So we can do off a custom field. If they select 1 attendee, go to the register 1. If it's 2, we want them to go, if it's 2, we want them to go to a 2, 3, 4, and 5. And then it gives you a URL at the end of this. Oh, after you save it all up, it gives you a URL to use as the thank you page. So this is the URL we took and put into our campaign over here. All right, voila. Now past that, all you have to do is take them to the registration page they need to go to, right? And so you can see this is 1 attendee here because there's only 1 landing page. This is 2 attendees, and they're in a row, right? And we call it daisy chain. I'm going to show you what this landing page looks like, because you might be a little confused at what's going on. But when people attend conferences, usually you gather information about each attendee, what their interests are, maybe if they're staying at a hotel, right? If they're going to take a certification exam, kind of like we did over here, and some information about them, because you're going to want to market to them after. You're going to want to get them more information. right? So you do need their email address down here. And this is something a little hacky, but at the bottom, because these contact records won't be connected to the person purchasing, you need a way to be able to say, okay, this attendee is connected to this order. And so at the bottom, we put who registered this attendee, right? So we ask for their name. That way, if there's any problem with the registration, we can always take it back to the order or the person who ordered for them, okay? If they filled this out and we were under the register attendee too, it would pop up another form after on the thank you page. It would just be another form, and it would be register attendee two, okay? So this form right here on here is basically the same. All these landing pages are basically the same. I just copied them all, put them in different spots. And for the 5, if they select 5, it's going to go to another and another and another until they have all 5 registered. And on the very last one, for the 4, the 3, the 2, the 1, if I actually click on that, the thank you page is going to be a little different, obviously, because they don't really need to register another attendee after 5. They need to be taken to an order form, so they're going to check out at that point. So if I take the thank you page and open it up, that's going to be our Infusionsoft order form. Right? And early bird's going on right now, so you can see it's not 1,600, it's 1,000 a person. So I hope that helps Jennifer. She is a client, and anybody else who's thinking about doing a conference. I didn't think it was too difficult to build this campaign because a lot of it was just copying. The hardest part was, I guess you'd call it the hardest part, but the hardest part is actually just getting the links, on the thank you pages. And then you can see in every sequence, right, after they register a person, it's running some automation so that I can have some tags, right, on the contact record. Right? And what we had is an HTTP post where it's sending that contact also to a Google sheet so that we had a list of all of the attendees on a sheet, right, in Google. That's just a little extra. Not a lot of people have to do that, but that's kind of for another video. All right.